How can a bunch of idiots keep killing people? How can they be smarter than the police department? You feel terrible that somebody hurt your baby.
So like in the last 2 3 years, it just went all the way. Like there was some, and that was like, oh, every other week somebody's dying.
It's harder for us to get ahead. We want better for our communities. We want better for our kids.
So are you a big supporter of the Black Lives Matter movement?
No. He passed away 2 weeks before his 25th birthday. So we buried him or had his funeral for his 25th birthday. I would say he has a gentle soul. He was a very caring person. He was friendly, loving, just all around American guy. Just perfect for me.
What was he like as a boy?
Funny, outgoing, into sports, into doing goofy stuff, always doing pranks and stuff on his cousins. He was pretty smart. He was like an AB student. Like when he was like 13 years old, he was making $15 an hour.
Doing what?
Doing stuff for neighbors around the house, in the neighborhood, either sitting their dog, walking their dogs, watching their house, doing their yard work.
So did he have good friends?
Mm-hmm.
Good influences?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they motivated each other a lot and really stayed on each other to keep moving and getting better in life. Well, he just got engaged. Him and his fiance had just moved that Friday before he got killed. He has 2 goddaughters too. They love him. Yeah. Oh my goodness, they love him. So when he had his daughter, he was too thrilled, too overexcited. But
he was just beaming in those photos.
Yeah.
Did Andre grow up without a dad?
No, his dad was. He was always in his life. Yeah, we were together 21 years. He was really a good kid. He wasn't out here gangbanging. He wasn't out here starting trouble. He wasn't out here being a nuisance, being a menace to society. And he had people that loved him. And he wasn't supposed to go out that night, but somebody talked him into going out that night.
What happened?
Somebody pulled up, and he started talking to that person, like leaning onto their car. And as far as I know, somebody came up from behind him. When I got the death certificate, it said multiple gunshots, but they all thought it was one because it wasn't a lot of blood. So my nieces never thought he just got shot one time in the head.
Have they caught the person who did it?
The police won't tell me anything. They said they won't tell me anything until it's solved.
There were several witnesses, correct?
I thought so. All of them don't go inside. Yeah. So a lot of them be in the parking lot. So it was a lot of people out there as far as I know. But I'm not for sure because I heard they had hoodies. So I'm not for sure how good of a glance
they got. And there was no cameras around?
There were plenty of cameras, but they said none aimed at that area. I don't know what the motive was. I don't know who their target was. I just know my son wasn't who they were looking for. Some of the bystanders that lived in the neighborhood said that when the guys ran off, they said that was the wrong guy.
They heard the shooters say that.
Mm-hmm. They was running to the car.
Are you more sad or mad?
Or sad. Sad. Hurt. How would you feel terrible that somebody hurt your baby.
Who do you blame?
I blame the city for not trying to get these guys off the streets. How can a bunch of idiots keep killing people? How can they be smarter than the police department, the governors, the mayors, people that don't have education?
Mm.
How can they be smarter than all of y'all and keep killing people?
Who's killing people? Who are these guys?
I don't know. You just hear about all these gangs on the north side.
Was he ever mixed up in that even when he was a teenager or anything?
No. I never had to worry about gang, anything like that.
Did you have any of that in your life growing up or anything like that? The gang stuff, the violence,
No. I mean, we grew up around it, but it never affected us. You have a choice. You have a free will. You don't have to go the wrong path because it's given to you. You can take the higher road and do what's right for your life.
Where did you meet Andre?
Through another friend.
Okay. And how long ago did you meet him?
6 years ago.
When you met him, it was something romantic from the start, or did you know him as a friend for a while?
No, it was romantic from the start.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is there more to the story?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm supposed to hear it.
Huh?
I don't think I'm supposed to hear
Oh?
No, it was romantic from the start. It was one of those we just can't stay away from each other type of thing.
You must have seen a side of Andre that Ebony didn't.
He's very determined. Like if there's something that needs to be done, he makes sure we can get it done. If he wasn't making enough money at one job, he'll pick up a temp job. He made sure he had to do what he had to do to make sure everything gets paid. Oops.
This is pride and joy.
So he's gone, but she's here.
I look just like him.
His twin. To the T, from the texture of the hair to everything.
Do you think of it like him still being here?
I do. And I have to catch myself because I want her to have her own personality, and I don't want her to have to live in his shoes.
At night, he usually had her. I'll go to sleep because I had to be work first, and he'll keep her during the night. So now she'll wake up, she'll move over to that side. He not there.
Yeah.
Were you out at the night Andre died?
No.
He went outside, came back, and he's like, "Okay, I'm about to go out with my family." I said, "Okay." Then he left. Then I texted him like, "I love you, be safe. I love you too." And that was the last text I got from him.
Yeah. So we want justice.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna put it up to the camera.
Two cousins was murdered in LA right after Dre. Like I said, my niece right before Dre.
Mm-hmm.
She was sitting in the back of the car.
And then a bullet just went through their car.
Yeah, as far as we know. And that happened the Tuesday before Andre.
And they were first cousins.
Mm-hmm. Then my nephew got killed in 2010.
Jones.
Yeah. Walking home, a block away from his house. And as of a couple of weeks ago, a young cousin in our hometown, Michigan City, Indiana, she was sitting in the back of a car, 15 years old, got killed.
It's like in the last 2-3 years, it just went all the way. Like, there was some, and that was like, oh, every other week somebody's dying.
Yeah.
And it's usually not even their target, which would be the messed up stuff part about it. It's the younger generation, and I don't know where they get their hopelessness from. They don't have the will we did to want to live a better life.
What do you think are the main factors for that being the case?
When I was growing up, we had a lot of activities. They had a lot of stuff for us to do that they took away from the kids that they don't have now. It was always a center you could go to, Boys and Girls Club, Hospitality House, circus in the neighborhood, bowling alleys. They just, community centers, and they really rallied for the kids and wanted to support kids. All the budget cuts has affected our neighborhood because we need those.
So you've seen outlets for youth activity dwindle.
Yeah, majorly.
Support is kind of gone. Like, even like, I'm not that old, but when I was younger, we couldn't even walk to the corner store without somebody seeing you and telling your mom where you was at. So it's like, over the years, I just noticed, like, I'm from North Minneapolis. So over the years, I just noticed, like, things changing. Like, you don't have those older people anymore that had that sense of takes a village anymore. Or these younger kids, like these younger boys growing up, and they have no role model.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have nobody to look up to. And as they get older, we're losing more and more men.
Mm-hmm.
And you got more kids growing up with role models because all the men, either the police taking them out or they taking each other out.
Mm-hmm. Do you react to the police like, better get away from them?
Mm-hmm.
Or
I don't want to be in the same. I'm a good person. I still don't want to be in the same vicinity as them. I don't feel protected.
even if it's a black cop?
If I don't care. No cop. I don't feel protected. So I'd rather just get away from the situation because you don't ever know which way it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Like you just don't know. It's not
Like, I'm
just
gonna
the
look
white
straight
cops
ahead.
that's doing the killing. Black cops. You go to certain areas, a cop jump behind you like, ooh. I got my seatbelt on. Yeah, I got my seatbelt on. My light's working. Yeah, my light's working. You want to make sure there's no reason for them to pull you over because you never know which way that's gonna go. Or you could be walking and you'll see them looking at you like, why are you looking at me? Like, what am I doing? I had cops flash light. They're, those big old lights on the side of their car.
Yeah.
Walking, they just flash light on me like, do I look like a suspect? A young woman look like a suspect in this neighborhood?
So are you a big supporter of the Black Lives Matter movement?
No.
Hmm.
Because they never showed up
Hmm.
when my son was murdered.
And to me, that's not even Black Lives Matter. When you look at it, it's not even black people.
Go on.
Like the ones that's been here in Minnesota, like just looking at it on the news and look at the people who's getting arrested for the protesting, it's not black people. So if Black Lives Matter to black people, we'll be the ones protesting. Instead, we have other people protesting for us, been arrested for us. Nobody's marching for the black on black crimes. Why is only marching when a cop
Police.
do it?
You mentioned your frustration with being singled out or being targeted because of your color of your skin, and that's what Black Lives Matter. That's the reason why they march.
Yeah, but who's marching for us?
Well, they say
We
that
gotta matter to ourselves first.
It's more black on black than police killing blacks.
That is true.
You need to be here advocating for us. You need to be here getting us help to get these murders solved, to get these people off the street. It could have brought more light. It could have brought more sincerity. It could have made the police like be on their job more. And I feel that the black murders are not being taken seriously.
you want the police to be there. You want the police to do their job. If they did, then your son might be alive.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, you're afraid of cops.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
it
need
feels
them.
like you're in this
Limbo.
middle ground. It sounds uncomfortable to me.
We need
It
you to
is.
protect us, but at the same time, we're
We don't
scared
need
of
you to
you.
kill us.
Does being a black American mean something to you? Does that, do you hold that dear? Like, I am a black American. Like, I'm a black person. I'm an African American. I don't know how you might label yourself exactly, but do you identify as a member of that community?
Mm-hmm.
And so when that community suffers, whether it's here in Chicago or New Orleans, do you feel connected to that?
Mm-hmm.
Every shooting, it affects you. It affects you because it just tears you apart that nobody cares for anybody anymore.
And do you see it particularly problematic in the black community? Or do you just resonate, or does that just resonate with you more as black people?
I think it's in all cultures, but when it's black on black crime, it's like really? All that we got to go through in life that you're willing to kill and destroy, even on more pain.
Do you feel like, I don't know, you're judged because of the color of your skin?
Yep. We're always given like a bad name, like even to other cultures and stuff. So when they come over here, they have like a negative
Like
thought of
people who actually
of-
came from Africa, they come in here, they already think some kind of way of the black community that's here already.
It's harder for us to get ahead when you robbing Peter to pay Paul all the time. You're not there to be able to be at your kids' school activities, go to their conferences,
Those hours I'm gonna miss out on, I'm gonna need them for rent,
or
or for food, or for anything.
or you can lose your job, or you can
That
miss too many days.
hours, too many days.
Too many days, too many hours for family issues.
Does that reality bring you down? Do you wake up in the morning and say, oh, what's the point? I mean, it's so hard for us. It's harder for us than other people.
It does, but your kids keep you moving. Because you gotta make it a little bit easier for them.
Do you agree?
I do agree. But you have to, like she said, you don't have to accept it. Like me, I try not to accept it.
We want better for our communities. We want better for our kids. We want them to be able to live. I have my granddaughter. I want her to be able to go over north Minneapolis. I want her to have that freedom to be able to walk any street she wants to.
Yeah.
And don't have to worry about getting killed just because she's in the wrong neighborhood. Or just because you got beef with somebody else and you don't know how to aim your gun. Wake up and love your neighbors, love your people, support your community. Be all you can be to be the shining star of your block. You know, help out in the community, help out in the schools.